Okay. Yeah.
The bicycle.
I think that might go to TV for you. And also,
I think the wheel has a car. Has the tread. Has the tread.
Yeah, I would. I just know it's obviously they got tested, so it's just so if you don't mind, if you want to accept the just then they just that might. My experience. Yeah. It's obviously you need to be more disciplined. You need time to interpret. Exactly. I'm happy to do it by 10:30. It's necessary to when you're moving into it from the same reason. You get a bit of a break now. Yeah, where you go? Oh, lovely. We went to Valencia a rooster that was voice. It's fantastic. Beautiful city. Because you've got the beach. Yeah.
I'm just going to follow and do that. I'm just going to count. Yes.
Yeah, obviously. Well, obviously you can shrink that hill. That's the problem.
No, I agree.
That quite quickly. And if you're the yeah, then you'll be quality multiplied by constantly. Actually, this game, the first match day of the season. Yeah, absolutely.
It's the first African team to 21 previous matches against African opposition.
One person to go to.
Doesn't mean I'm right, but I do have more than the numbers. England have never lost in 21 matches against African opposition. Win 15, draw 6, winning their only previous meeting was 3-0 in Qatar. So you're telling me it didn't go well? England,
15 wins and 6 draws.
yes. I'm sure you'll say some crazy stuff.
he's saying because it wasn't deliberate. Is that right?
I thought when it comes to the handball, the goals, it doesn't matter.
But Dixon's saying that's not deliberate handball. It's just twisting his arms because he's challenging the ball. I don't
But I
quite
think,
think.
yeah,
I think the grey area lies in the fact that obviously it's above the surety, but if you do it deliberately,
of course. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it didn't matter if it leads to a goal. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it's just a handball.
Sound? It's okay, puppies? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this post-match press conference. England-Senegal, match won by Senegal 3-1. And we are along with the coach of Senegal, Papa Chow, who is going to answer your questions in about 10 minutes. First of all, Coach, the first question I'm going to ask you is to know what is your take on this match you have just won to England. Coach, vos impressions, quelle lecture vous faites de ce match que vous venez de remporter contre l'Angleterre?
Bonsoir à tout le monde. Déjà avant tout, féliciter mes joueurs avec l'état d'esprit qu'ils ont montré. Et vraiment, ils ont montré qu'ils voulaient gagner ce match. Et aussi, bravo à cette équipe anglaise qui a montré de belles choses. Et surtout, quand on regarde au début du match, on était bien en place, on avait la balle. Mais sur une action, ils nous ont montré que c'est une grande équipe de classe mondiale. Donc nous, on a su revenir bien comme il faut, avec un bon état d'esprit, et avant la mi-temps d'égaliser. Et après la deuxième mi-temps aussi, être bien en place. Ça nous a permis de marquer 2 buts pour remporter ce match qu'on voulait vraiment gagner. Et quand on est arrivé ici sur cette terre anglaise, je dirais même cette belle terre anglaise, terre de football, on voulait faire quelque chose et on a réussi. Et bravo aux joueurs et bravo à notre fédération qui a mis tous les moyens et aussi notre État pour avoir ce genre de match.
Merci. So, translation, please.
Okay, so first of all, good evening everyone. The first thing I'd like to do is to congratulate my players for the tremendous performance and mindset that they showed out on the pitch today. I think that from the very beginning they set out to display that they wanted to win. Well done to England as well, who showed some good form in certain periods of the game. We felt we were on top right at the beginning, and then all of a sudden they hit us really hard, scored a goal, and we went 1-0 down. So we came back. I think we showed a great mentality. We came back, managed to equalise just before half-time, and then in the second half we were able to impose our own game a little bit more, scored the 2 goals in order to win what was a great victory for us. It was great to be able to win here. It's a country imbued with football. It's all about football here. So I'd like to say well done to all of my players, congratulate them, but also congratulate our FA for bringing us here and for our country for enabling us to play this kind of a game.
Thanks. Well, the questions, oui, au fond, les questions, oui.
Oui, bonjour coach, félicitations. C'est Ibrahim des Sport TV. Alors, soirée parfaite, soirée des records, 22 matchs consécutifs sans défaite. Première nation africaine à gagner contre l'Angleterre. Alors, c'est quoi le secret pour concocter ce cocktail vraiment qui a plu sur le terrain en dehors pour créer cette alchimie autour de cette équipe? C'est quoi le secret? Merci.
First and foremost, well done on tonight's performance. Historic performance, a record-breaking performance, in fact. That now makes it 22 games without defeat, and you're also the first African team to beat England as well. So what is it that you've done? What's the secret? What's the secret ingredients? What have you put into this team to enable them to perform like they did this evening and achieve such a great result?
Oui, bonsoir Ibrahima et merci. Je pense que dans le football, il n'y a pas de secret. Donc je pense qu'il y a eu un travail qui a été bien fait par les joueurs avec un état d'esprit incroyable. Et face à une telle équipe qui était l'Angleterre, qui est une belle équipe. Et nous, on avait des objectifs. L'objectif déjà, c'est de ne pas perdre parce qu'on était sur 21 matchs sans perdre. Et aussi, c'est un match amical, comme je l'ai dit à la conférence de presse précédente. Ces matchs servent à essayer, à corriger et à réajuster des choses. Et je pense qu'aujourd'hui, il y a eu de très bonnes choses. Faut qu'on les garde. Aussi, il y a des choses qui sont qu'on doit corriger. Et c'est quelque chose de bien. Et maintenant, on continue notre chemin. Et on a 2 matchs très importants qui arrivent au mois de juin. Et pour moi, c'est là-bas qu'on doit se concentrer maintenant.
Well, this is football, so I don't think there's any secrets in football, really. And what we did, more than anything else, was that we worked really hard and we showed great attitude on the pitch against a very good England team, top-class opposition. Our aim when we went on the pitch was not to lose, because we wanted to maintain our 21 match unbeaten streak and take it to 22 matches. As I said in the previous press conference, it was a friendly game, and friendly games are times, I think, to try things out, to make little corrections, adjustments, and I think certainly this evening we did lots of things well. Still some things to improve upon as well, but now in a couple of months we've got two big World Cup qualifying games coming up, and so our focus is now going to be on those games.
Okay, thanks. Next, gentleman right there. Yeah. Balde. Balde, allez-y.
Bonsoir coach, Karim Balde, TV5 Monde. Félicitations pour cette victoire de prestige face à l'Angleterre. On se souvient également de la victoire de prestige il y a 2 ans du Sénégal face au Brésil. En quoi c'est important d'affronter ces grandes équipes, ces top nations mondiales, notamment en termes de confiance pour votre équipe?
So, yeah, congratulations on what can only be described as a very prestigious victory here in Nottingham this evening. A little bit like what you did 2 years ago when you beat Brazil. How important is it for your team and for teams like Senegal to play against these top-class nations and to get the kind of experience and ultimately, of course, as you did tonight, to win? How important is it?
Oui, je dirais, pour jouer contre ces grandes nations, c'est bien, parce que ça permet de se mesurer. Et surtout que nous, notre objectif, c'est de se qualifier à la Coupe du Monde. Donc, on sait qu'on fera face à ces genres d'équipes qui sont les grandes nations du football. Aujourd'hui, maintenant, ce genre de match, c'est bien parce que ça nous permet de tirer les enseignements. Et il y a beaucoup à tirer là-dessus, surtout sur ce match. Et on va y travailler. Là, je laisse les joueurs savourer, partir en vacances tranquillement parce qu'ils ont fait vraiment un bon boulot avec un état d'esprit exceptionnel et je tenais à les féliciter, à les encourager, surtout de garder ça parce que c'est très très important.
Okay, thanks. Translation.
Of course, it's really important to play against the big teams because it enables us to gauge our level more than anything else. And we also know that if we're successful in our attempts to qualify the World Cup, then these are the kind of teams that we hope to be up against when we get to the World Cup. So it's really important, these kind of games. It's important to learn lots of things which we did tonight, and we'll be continuing to work on many of those different elements. But for the time being, I would like my players to really enjoy this victory, to savour the moment. They've worked really hard to achieve this victory. So congratulations to them, and then we'll be on to the next few games.
Okay, we're going to take 2 more questions. One hand right there. Okay, gentleman. Yeah.
Correspondant RFM Sénégal, BBC Afrique, le français pour l'Afrique. Félicitations coach.
Merci.
J'ai été très impressionné et vous avez les félicitations de Amdi Faye.
Merci.
Votre teammate, ex-Newcastle, Charlton et Portsmouth. M'a demandé de vous poser une question. Le côté gauche du Sénégal a été très bien huilé aujourd'hui, contrairement au côté droit. Qu'est-ce que vous avez en plan pour faire à l'avenir? Deuxième question, je vais poser ça en anglais. You managed to match up England in the midfield. How do you manage to do that?
Au milieu de terrain, vous étiez égal à l'Angleterre. Et vos joueurs étaient placés dans les mêmes endroits que les joueurs anglais. Donc, comment vous avez fait ça?
Oui, je pense qu'on a des joueurs, on est fort dans tous les compartiments du terrain et parfois, surtout au milieu, on est très très fort. Aujourd'hui, on l'a montré sur ce match et au fil des matchs, on voit que ça grandit, les joueurs trouvent leur marque. Aussi, il y a des automatismes parce que à un moment donné, il y a eu des joueurs qui jouent plus ensemble. Donc, je pense que c'est très important. Mais après, si vous me dites que aussi sur la première question, notre côté gauche a plus fonctionné, je pense que le côté droit. Après, c'est sûr que sur leur jeu, de se baser sur l'autre côté, nous, sur notre jeu, on pouvait le mettre aussi sur le côté opposé, parce qu'ils ont un côté fort, et comme chaque équipe, et nous, je pense qu'aujourd'hui, notre côté gauche a bien fonctionné, aussi le côté droit a bien fait le rôle qu'on les a demandé, et ça a payé. Aujourd'hui, c'est la victoire d'une équipe, la victoire d'un groupe qui s'est sacrifié, qui ont montré de belles choses, et je pense que ça, on doit le garder, parce que c'est pour gagner des matchs de haut niveau, on a besoin de tout le monde.
Amdi Faye.
Excusez-moi, hein, et aussi c'est Amdi, c'est un frère.
Ah oui, bon,
C'est un frère qu'on a joué ensemble, et aussi je profite là parce qu'on échange beaucoup, je profite là de lui passer le bonjour. Ok.
Okay, so there are several questions. First and foremost, the gentleman was very impressed by the performance, and he was speaking just after the game now with a former teammate of the coach, Andy, who played for Newcastle and Southampton, if I'm not very much mistaken. Portsmouth, yeah, so a whole series of... Okay. So, as you've heard, he played in the quarterfinal against Sweden as well, this chap. And he was particularly impressed by how good Senegal were this evening on the left, and was wondering how you're going to try and balance that out a little bit more and be strong on the right as well. And the coach replied that, of course, yeah, he's really nice to hear the praise coming from his former teammate, and he's a good friend of his, and he's really pleased to hear that. But the answer to the question is, and then there was another question about how did you match up England in the midfield, because you seem to be able to do that today really well. And the answer to that is that I think we're strong in all areas, and today we were especially strong in the middle. I think that some of our players have been growing into the game a lot more. They're beginning to click together, possibly, of course, well, almost certainly because they're playing together a lot more. And then the answer to your question about whether we played more on the left or the right, I think we felt at one point that England was stronger down one side, so we'd go down the other side, and I'm sure that that's how teams do play. They try to take advantage of strengths and the opposition's strengths or weaknesses. But ultimately, this was all about a team victory, and I think that's important to say that the team deserves it today, but they deserved it as a team.
Thanks. We're going to take the last question, please. Yeah.
Bonjour.
Merci.
Quel bilan tirez-vous après ces 2 matchs amicaux et que pouvez-vous dire sur l'intégration des nouveaux joueurs?
Oui, le bilan, bon, je pense qu'on a...
Okay, or you'll ask the question after. Okay.
Yeah, the question was, so what's your kind of like trying to draw a few conclusions perhaps from the two friendly games that you've played in Ireland and in England, and a few words perhaps on the new players that you've been feeding into the team.
Oui, le bilan c'est plutôt positif, parce que là sur 6 points on en prend 6, donc c'est bien, même si on pouvait faire mieux, mais maintenant c'est comme ça, on va continuer à travailler. Après les nouveaux joueurs ont apporté, ont montré de belles choses, et maintenant c'est un groupe. Je pense que pour intégrer dans ce groupe c'est tellement facile que quand on est nouveau on sent même pas qu'on est nouveau, et c'est quelque chose qui facilite l'intégration des nouveaux. Et je pense qu'une fois qu'un joueur il arrive dans l'équipe du Sénégal, il n'a plus envie de repartir. Donc c'est quelque chose de bien. Et ça, faut en féliciter surtout les cadres de l'équipe qui intègrent bien les joueurs qui viennent d'arriver, et aussi et tout le groupe.
So yeah, I think overall I can only say that my view is that it's been a positive couple of games. Quite clearly, there are always things that we can do better, and we'll be working on that to improve in the future. In terms of your question about the new players, then I think, yeah, we've been able to bring some new players through. We're trying to help them to feel at home within the team, so that they don't feel like newbies anymore. They feel like part and parcel of the group. And of course, once you play for your national team, once you play for Senegal, you're never going to want to leave the squad. You're going to want to stay part of it, and that's the kind of spirit that we're hoping to give to them. And I'd also like to congratulate all my staff as well for the way in which they've helped to integrate and bring on board the new players.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you also for welcoming us in this beautiful, beautiful City Ground Stadium. Thank you.
Thank you.